Welcome to the Utah Football Fans Podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share. And as always, go Utes. Hey, we're back, everybody. It's been so long. Welcome to the Utah Football Fans Podcast. It has been a minute. We're happy to be here. How is everybody? James, Gary, how you doing?
I'm great.
I
good
don't
to be
remember
back.
last time we did this, if I'm being honest with you.
You know, we've taken a little bit of an off season, and that's okay. We needed to recharge, do some, workouts, things like that. We needed to enjoy some of the off season, enjoy some other sports that have been going on, which we will, of course, mention in this episode tonight. But it feels good to be back, man. It's July already. Football is around the corner.
What's up, Matthew?
I know we've already got some people in the chat that we haven't seen. Squeaky Steph.
Hey,
Texas Mike is here.
Texas
Matthew.
Mike, I was thinking about you earlier today, buddy. I was rewatching some highlights from the 2022 Pac-12 championship game when Money Parks caught an 8-yard pass and took it to the house. And I thought, I might retweet this and tag Texas Mike. I retweeted it, but I didn't tag you, buddy. But I've been thinking about you. I hope you're good.
Well, we're all just, we're so glad to be back with everybody. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, of course. Make sure you're following along on all of our social media accounts because, yes, it is July, which means football season is going to be here before we know it. So the content's going to start coming. The episodes are going to start coming more. So we want to make sure you're not missing any of it. So make sure you're subscribed, you're following along. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know your thoughts in the chat. We want to hear it. I mean, let's start off just tonight really quickly. Just give a little update with what's been going on in your lives, both of you. James, I happen to know you have a new puppy.
We did. I had a new puppy, and she is adorable, but she's a little shark. Those teeth, man, I am telling you what. And they'll sneak up on you. You don't know they're underneath you, and all of a sudden they're taking your toe off. So... But she's adorable.
Give the name. What's the name?
It's Timber. She is a Red Fox American Lab is her official. She's adorable. She's 8 weeks old is all. She's adorable. But yeah, she'll take your toe off if you're not paying attention. So
razor sharp puppy teeth. Gary, what's going on in your life? Anything? What's new?
I'll say this. I'm sure there are those opponents who keep calling me old man and stuff like that. They're probably disappointed that I wasn't permanently gone, but hey, I'm still here for a little while.
Jeez.
Oh. Way to start off the show on a great note.
Oh my gosh.
He's still kicking, everybody.
Still kicking. Hey, it's exciting to be back. Football. Is it 56 days or 57 days?
Oh.
57.
Is it 57?
It's 50-something. 57. That's what Steph just said in the chat.
Yeah.
57. Oh my gosh.
So just under 2 months. What is it? September 3? Is that what it is?
That really freaks me out because that's kind of a big day for me in my household. And maybe I'll mention that at some point on the podcast. Probably not tonight, but September 3rd is not only the first Utah football game, it's quite a big day here in my house. So that freaks me out. 57 days. My big thing I've been dealing with, well, not dealing with, but my oldest son graduated from high school at the end of May. So that has been crazy and exciting and all the celebrations that have gone along with that. So yeah, just life has gone on.
Congrats.
We've taken that time and now we got to jump back into football. Oh, it was Big 12 Media Days yesterday and today. So of course we are going to be diving into all of that. Media days, I don't know. Do you guys enjoy listening to everything that comes out of media days or is it just whatever?
First things first for media day.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Look at that thing.
Right there, people. That was
beautiful.
The helmet.
It's perfect. It's literally the perfect football helmet.
For our audio listeners, it is the candy apple red drum and feather helmet.
Drum and feather white face mask.
The best one there is.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. Let's pledge allegiance to that, shall we?
Hand on the heart for that one.
That is so nice. I mean, didn't we have the interlocking U's last year, I believe?
What was last year?
I'm telling you what, that helmet right there is number one. Nothing like it. That is fine, Texas Mike. That's good looking. I'm glad they had it.
I think Texas Mike was saying, it's fine. But you're wrong. It's beautiful. All right, here's but no, we can talk about it later. Here's my take on media day. What are you really gonna get out of it? Right? You're not gonna get fire and brimstone or any of that sort of stuff. But what I will say is it's really fun hearing some of these guys that from schools that I don't follow Kansas State or West Virginia, right? Like I see their schedule. Okay, I see they're going to play us next week, so whatever. But it's really cool to hear some of these guys. And like last year, I remember the receiver out of Arizona State, Tyson. I heard him on the radio, and I became a huge fan overnight. He was just so well spoken, smart guy, and just those sorts of things that come out of the media day. That's what I enjoy out of it.
Well, I didn't really listen to anybody else. I listened to our guys. I listened to Scalley, Coach Scalley. It's going to be Scalley. Is what we're going to say.
Yeah.
It was like we said, Witt. It's going to be Scalley. And then I listened to the players, Holtzclaw, and Parker, Dampier, and then Scalley. But that's all I actually listened to, other than a few things here or there. Let's get your general impressions. But I don't know if you've seen this video. It was out a while ago. That's right. That's our coach, baby. Won't get it out of your mind now. That's George Benson, by the way.
He's grooving, man.
He's grooving. All right, multi-talented. That's our guy. There's no other coach like that. He's our guy.
It, man.
That is exciting.
I don't remember what event that was. It was more just like a casual thing. I can't remember where he was at, but they got him up on stage and he grabbed the mic and started singing.
It was at a coach's, I think it was on the West Coast, if I recall correctly. But it was other coaches and stuff like that. I don't know. He got up there. I guess I should give a shout out who did that video, but I can't remember who it is right off hand. It might come to my old mind and then I'll shout it out, but that's cool. I mean, Scalley's the best. I listened to him. Do you have any overall general impressions or feelings that you got watching our coach and listening to our coach and players?
Yes, I do.
I'll throw one thing out and then you can tell me what you think about it. That's the question that I'm going to answer it.
And then you answer it.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
That's
what I looked at
Bill
which
Riley
I actually liked.
Right,
is that, some programs, when you get a new coach, the coach comes in and wants to just change it all up. New philosophy, new everything. It happens all the time. Of course, a lot of times that's because the programs are unsuccessful. What I do like and what I heard, I'm not sure if the chat would agree or you agree, but Utah football is going to remain Utah football. We have an identity. I mean, and Coach Scalley said this. Scalley said it. He goes, we have an identity at Utah. He gave props to Witt. He was taught under Witt. And so the philosophy, the culture of Utah is going to stay. And now he's going to add his tweaks to things, his views to things. It's like he's preparing the meal. It's a different meal than that we had, but the culture and what Utah has become and is known for is going to remain, yet he's going to do his own thing to it. I liked hearing it myself because I think there's some really Utah's been successful for a lot of years because of a certain mentality. We're going to maintain that, but he did talk about the offense and being creative, and I can't remember which player I was listening to, but they said they loved what he did. But what comes with Scalley is he's a younger guy with younger vision. I think that's important going forward.
Yeah, I think we have this special situation on our hand where we have a new head coach, but not someone who's new to the program, like you just said, Gary. Like he knows the culture and he's going to take what he likes about it and then he's going to tweak it into his own way. I think everybody who watches Scalley right now and the video that you just played of him singing, you can't mistake that the guy is just fun. And he loves to have fun and he exudes like this fun. It just kind of pours out of him. Whenever you hear him talk, whenever you interact with him, all of these events and things that he does, he has this lightheartedness and fun. It's contagious and it's infectious. And I think the players are going to feed off of that. And now, of course, I hope that translates into guys that want to run through a wall for him. Like we kind of always talked about that with Whittingham. Like Whit had that hard-nosed mentality that you just wanted to get out there and punch a brick wall for him. And I think Scalley will have that. It's just going to be in a different way, but he's just a likable guy. And I've heard that from many fans of a certain other team that they're kind of pissed that Scalley is such a likable guy because it's going to make it really hard to cheer against him.
I mean, he's well organized.
Yeah.
I did listen to Harlan's interview today on one of the channels. I can't remember what it was, but I mean, we know him, so, and we all see him. And you're right, Brent. He's very likable and he's very outgoing, and he does stuff with donors, and he's very proactive. He goes with Harlan. He brings donors in. He does a lot of stuff, and he's infectious. So I guess what I'm saying, he is a good football coach. He knows his stuff. And I just think now adding his personality, the time was right. I think his personality, his vision, the way he is, it excites me. I just feel like it can take us to another level and can continually bring us success. I don't know. I like what I'm hearing, but you know, we'll see on the field, but I like his demeanor.
I agreed with both of you. For me, it's two things. Is the whole vibe of the building didn't change, right? And players talked about that. That was a big thing. I heard Dampier talk about it and Parker. And
yeah,
they were talking about it. Like the vibe in the building is the same. Utah football is not changing their identity, right? It is still going to be smash mouth, hard nosed. When you play Utah, the next morning you're going to know you played Utah, right? Like that is going to remain the philosophy. But then exactly what you said, Gary, I heard the same interview. It was Dampier. They were interviewing him on, I think it was 1280, but they were interviewing him and they asking him these questions. And what he said was he's willing to be innovative, whether it's new philosophies, whether it's new equipment, whether it's new facilities, whether it's like those sorts of things. He is willing to be innovative and change and bring that youth to the game. And I think that is very exciting. I've heard it before, but to hear it come from the players is exciting because football has changed. The offensive philosophy has changed. NIL has changed the game in so many ways. And so to have a young coach who understands all of that and is willing to lean into it, that's exciting to me. So those were kind of some of the things that stood out when it comes to Scalley. I'm excited. I'm with you. He is infectious. He's a hard guy to not like. Got to win. I think
we're going to win.
I think we're going to win too this year. Who knows? But I think long term, man, he's been. And the other thing that's been very impressive to me, again, college football has changed. Recruiting high school players is not as important as it used to be because of the transfer portal and everything. But the amount of high quality recruits that we've been getting to commit to Utah recently, 3 and 4 star guys, that speaks volumes to me in the culture and what is going on in the building and the stability. I mean, I don't feel like they're going to miss a beat when it comes to those sorts of things. Replacing offensive line coach, all that stuff, that's different. But it excites me a lot from what I'm hearing from the players.
Well, let's talk about, I mean, you mentioned Dampier. I think one of the main things for me that came out of media days today was the mention of that Dampier played basically injured almost all of last year.
The whole
And I don't know
season.
if we had that explicitly confirmed. I think we all had heard things last year. I mean, we obviously knew about his ankle, the ankle injury, but we all kind of wondered if there was something else. And yeah, it turns out he had been playing with a hernia for the whole season. And so Scalley has talked about his excitement level of seeing Dampier play at 100%, which fingers crossed we get to see him for a whole season play at 100%. But I appreciate when that stuff, I guess, finally comes to the forefront because yeah, we all could see it last year, but it just never was talked about. So yeah, I'm excited to see him. I love that we now get him in his junior/senior season. He's got the experience, and I know he's got a new offensive coordinator, but he was such a dynamic player to watch. I'm excited to see what he's going to bring this year with that full healthy body.
Yeah. I guess though, I listened to a couple of interviews with him, and he's such a sharp guy. He's such he's friendly, likable as can be, and he really does care about his teammates, and nothing to not like about him. And it's cool. I mean, he's a good leader. So it's exciting. Yeah, sports hernia, that's rough. And we didn't see the full Dampier, and yet all the numbers he put up and the stuff he did. So that's exciting. But the one thing you have to admit, well, at least what I heard and the questions I had, and we'll deal with this more, is, a couple of interviews I watched with Coach Scalley was about the offensive line, because let's face it, when you lose Fano and Lomu, first rounders, both first round picks, your 2 tackles, that's big cleats to fill. So, they gave all the right answers, but that's really where, to me, I had a discussion the other day online with a guy. He thought the most important thing going forward was going to be the defensive line which it is. It's always the trenches, but I still feel like we lost 2 NFL players, first round picks. That's hard to, lose. But I like the answers I heard. Guys who were behind these guys and the new guys we have coming in, they have a chip on their shoulder. They want to prove themselves. You hear good things, so let's hope it pans out. But that's what we have to look at going forward, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really listen to any of the other schools' interviews. I mean, I've seen little things here and there. I don't know if any of you have anything else as far as the other schools that are on your mind. Otherwise, I think we can move on to the big monster elephant in the room that Yormark yesterday announced that Monster Energy is the presenting sponsor of the Big 12 now, and it is now Monster Energy Big 12 football, and Monster Energy is going to be on all of the uniforms and all of the fields. And, at first when I saw this, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, we've kind of all known this was coming. It's no surprise that sponsors are now going to take over everything. But then when I started hearing the numbers on this deal, this is ridiculous.
I don't know who ran the point on this deal, but they missed a zero.
Yeah, each school is getting what, like $1 million at the end of it?
1.2 or 1.5, something like that. Like, it's not.
I think that's at best.
That's at best. And that's to have the logo on football, basketball, what's the other sport?
Well,
There's one
men's
more.
and women's basketball.
Men's and women's basketball on all the
On the
jerseys.
field, on the courts,
Jerseys on the field.
and in the name. It's the
Yeah.
monster Big 12.
So stupid. It's so stupid.
You know,
It's so bad. If University of Utah went out and found a presenting sponsor that would get all of those things, field, jersey logos, court logos, and they only paid us $1 million, that's highway robbery right there. This is so bad. Who approved this? This is so
you know, though, I
bad.
saw a guy today say that Yormark just doesn't make these decisions on his own. That the school presidents have to give their okay to it. If that's the case, and I presume it is, I don't know what. Yeah, what is it? Frame Mog? The numbers are so bad. There's got to be something we're missing. Seriously, it makes you wonder.
Here's the other thing, Brandon. You're exactly right. If Utah
every team getting $1 million to $800,000, that's ridiculous.
It's bad. Okay, here for perspective, UNLV just signed a jersey patch sponsor with it's Excesso Biologics. I don't know what they do. $11 million over 5 years. UNLV is getting $2.2 million annually for a patch sponsor, and we're getting, let's just call it $1 million, but it has to be on both of our court, on the field, and on the jersey. And it's something that you don't have any control over. It's Monster Energy drink on the freaking jersey. First of all, I'm sick of the corporate sponsorship on everything. I mean, this is just the beginning. Put it on the field. To put it on the field really upsets me. And then you don't even, it's one thing you're getting $8 million a year and you kind of go, all right, $1 million a year? Go.
Yeah, Miss Pink Girl of Utah, it's the number. It's ridiculous. For a whole league to only get that amount of money is stupid. I'm sure we can go out and get more. You should be able to go out on your own and get more money than that.
Go get it. Ken Garf. Go get Ken Garf.
You just said it. LV, man.
UNLV did. Or get Red Bull. Damn it.
Yeah. I needed Red Bull. Then I don't really care.
Red Bull, I would have been all for it. Selling Red Bulls in the stadium, that's what I need.
Now, listen, hey, would Utah Football Fans Podcast sell out for that kind of money? Of course. And if anyone wants to throw that money at us, we will happily be sponsored by,
again, Red Bull.
Utah Football Fans Podcast. I mean, that just rolls off the tongue. We are not picky. We will sell out for whatever.
We will sell out. We're easy sellouts.
The
money. I don't care. Whatever it is, we'll take it.
I will sell out.
Bring us the money. We'll sell out for whatever. But the Big 12 as a whole, this is pathetic. And I'm going to say it right now, and people might get pissed off at me, whatever. But when you act like the little brother, people are going to treat you like the little brother. This is such a little brother deal. You think the Big 10 and the SEC are going to take a deal like that where each team only gets $1 million? No, this is the kind of thing that should have been laughed off and said, come back to us when you want to triple that amount. Like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
so it is. It's frustrating because I
think, and maybe someone in the chat knows, I thought I heard that each team is allowed 2 logos on their jersey. So, in other words, we've got this one.
It's going to be NASCAR before you know it.
And maybe, I think, we'd be another one. Now, hey, this is the modern world of sport. I'm just worried that it's going to continue, and it's going to be 3 patches, and then it's going to be freaking 4 patches, and then it's going to be NASCAR. Some dude sitting there with 50 patches all over, which I hate.
And when I get to the point,
it's going to go on it'll be on the helmets at some point.
Each individual player then has his own, sponsor, right? Why wouldn't that?
The league sold out its name, dude.
Yeah, and Bryn, you're right. You think that this is a deal that the SEC and the Big 10 would have signed up for? No. It would have been triple. It would have been $100 million to the SEC. And you're right. Like, if you're gonna take deals like a little brother, that's what people are going to treat you as.
It bothers
Dude
me.
Wipes, that's a good one.
Hey, I'll take. Hey, man, if Dude Wipes want to sponsor us, I don't care. Just give us that cash. We'll do it. We'll put James will put it right on every shirt that he's got.
Bows.
I know, like who else should we try and hey, if anyone has connections, like let's get some Utah football fans sponsorships.
Lola blanket, Utah football fans, get some blankets in this.
I'll wrap it around myself every episode.
The companies here. There's like 47 protein companies here. Let's get some protein in this.
The protein, the cozy earth. We'll wear the cozy earth pajamas while we record. I mean, we will have no morals.
Gummies? How about gummies? The kind you can really sleep well with.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the wrong state.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know if those are here in Utah necessarily, but we have no morals here. We'll sell out for anything.
Oh, jeez.
But
all right, that's going to be clipped.
Texas Mike is clipping that one, right?
Texas Mike's got that. It's probably already out on YouTube, Bryn.
Snell Groves ice cream. Done. I will take it. I will eat it on camera. Oh, that sounded weird. Never mind.
But like when we did Nothing Bunt Cakes, they were phenomenal. I'll just give them a shout out again.
Yeah,
God dang
Bunt Cakes where are those people?
Oh, see, I know. We need some sponsorships.
Put a Bunt Cake logo right up here on our cam right there.
For enough money, Gary will tattoo it on his chest for enough money. Thomas Orthodontics across his chest.
Right across his chest.
All right, we went off the rails here.
As long as we don't have Yormark negotiating for us, then I think maybe we'll be fine.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do you think Yormark was sort of a dickish when he came down on that Texas Tech reporter? I mean, I think they should shut down. I don't want to talk about Sorsby at all, but I thought the way he actually I'm glad he shut it down, but the way he treated the guy, it was pretty arrogant, man. I didn't like that.
He was like, stand up and say it again, and then didn't answer the question. It was.
What would you have done? You're sitting there, ask a legit question, okay? He could have said, well, thanks for the question, but we're not going to answer it.
That's what you say.
But the guy says, stand up and say that again.
Yeah.
What would you have done? Said, I probably know what you would have said.
Who, me?
It would have been a Griswold moment.
Okay.
Probably.
No.
It's one of those where you're so caught off guard, you probably just go, okay, and you do it.
Boy.
It was weird.
The question was odd though. I'm sorry, but the question was weird. The way the guy framed it, like he brought up like 3 or 4 different things all in one question. But no, I agree with you. The way Yormark responded to him specifically by saying, hey, stand up and ask me again.
That was weird.
That was weird.
Said,
it's really easy to say, hey, fine question, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about these schools and who is here, and that's what we're talking about. And you shut it down real quick, but instead it goes viral. The best part of the whole thing, though, is when the guy's asking the question, and all the other media members behind him are just like, oh, no. It's great. The memes that have come from that are phenomenal.
All right. Couple questions I've seen on the chat. What do we think about Adidas? Do you guys have an opinion on Adidas now that
Gary, it's Adidas.
Adidas.
I learned that from David Beckham. Learned that from David Beckham.
This is international soccer.
I learned that from David Beckham, and so you have to pronounce it that way.
Respect the Beckham.
I'm not English.
Yeah, respect the Beckham. You are too English.
No.
I've seen your DNA.
I'm excited about it. Personally, I think it's long overdue. I just hope, because when you look at the Adidas and how they do their uniforms, it is one of two. It is either like, look at what they did for Tennessee, Penn State. It is clean and easy, and there's not much to it. Or there's the flip side with the Arizona State, where it's like textured and 15 different colors and fonts. Don't do that. If they keep it simple and clean, I'm here for it. It's overdue. It's not who I personally would have picked, but hopefully we get a little bit more priority out of them. Hopefully it's better stuff. I mean, I've been hearing from players for years that their Under Armour cleats suck. So hopefully this is an improvement there. It's long overdue. I'm excited about it, but we'll see.
The thing is, though, there's no way. I could be wrong. I don't know, but it's not like Under Armour or Adidas or anybody else is just going to go, hey, here's the uniform. You have to take it regardless.
No
way. No, man. It's a collaboration with the U. Now they have style and different guys and or people who put it together, but I don't know. I'm not really all bent out of shape one way or the other, to be honest with you.
All I care about is if that means there's going to be better options at the campus store.
Yeah, I didn't like the fan stuff.
No, I was because the uniforms and the cleats, obviously I want our players to have the best equipment possible. And if Under Armour wasn't that, then yeah, I'm all for getting rid of it. But I just want better merch in the campus store. I feel like the stuff that has been in there for the last few years has just been awful. So
unimaginative. It's so boring.
Yeah. So that's what I care about the most. I'll rep Adidas.
So I guess that's our opinion on that. But let me ask this question. It came out of I don't know, it wasn't at Media Day, but it was in regards to Media Day. It was Cody Campbell.
Oh, I heard this quote.
I don't have the quote in front of me, so I'm not going to say all he was saying is you can clarify it, James, because if you remember better, but he said essentially speaking that every school needs to step up and actually be more like Texas Tech and spend money so that the whole league can become better or something like that.
Yeah. The rising tide lift all boats and all that stuff.
Kiss off, man. Texas Tech has been squat, marginal, until the big money guy comes rolling along, throws his money out there, and we all have to listen to this guy? I mean, to me, it's offensive. It bugs the crap out of me.
Texas Tech needs to zip it for a while. Texas Tech needs to be quiet for a while. Considering the PR nightmare that they've just dealt with over the last month, they need to probably just sit back and be quiet and not say anything to anybody right now. Because my gosh, you guys, you want to talk about money? You just paid a dude to come to your school, tank your freaking reputation, and then leave, and you're still paying him. So good for you that you have just endless funds, but that's not the kind of boat that I want to be rising to.
It isn't Cody Campbell
obnoxious,
kind of the poster child for sort of the problem of the big money now in college football. The way he is.
But there's no checks and balances. So if
I know, but
a gajillionaire like he is, listen, I understand what he is saying. On one side of the coin, I agree with what he's saying. Like, yes, it's when there's football programs that are good in a conference, it's good for everything. And I totally agree with that. But hey, buddy, not every school has someone who has so much money they don't physically know what to do with it, so they chuck it into their football programs. Not everybody has that luxury. And so that is, I'm with you. It's what I love.
But he's the money guy.
Than for Utah to have a multi-billionaire oil tycoon that it does nothing but sits on Twitter all day and argue with people and then sends us $14 billion to go buy a team. Sure. That would be great. But that's not the reality. The reality is there's about 4 programs in the country that have that perk. Now, let's see what I think Texas Tech is going to be good again because they went out and bought a whole bunch of people. So good for them. But it's not realistic to say every school needs to be mirroring the Texas Tech model because not every school can mirror the Texas Tech model. So yeah, zip it. How's that?
I understand the money, all this stuff. It offends me that this guy, just because he's the guy, well, I say just because, well, that's kind of what rules the roost right now that's who runs schools. Basically the guys with the money say, we want this guy, do what I want, or I'm not going to pay you my billions or my millions. That's what it's going on. And so this dude just feels free to say whatever he wants because Texas Tech knows, well, yeah, this guy is building our team, and we've been trash for a while, and we want to win, so we'll put up with stuff. For me, the school just say, hey, dude, just shut up.
The crazy thing is,
that's it, man. Point, just shut up. Pace the. I don't know. It bugged me. What can I say?
It's crazy to me that these are the people that are running college football now.
Yeah, it is.
Let's not get it mixed up here at all. It is run by probably about 15 people that are as rich as Cody Campbell that can go, here's what I want. I want this and this and this, and you're going to do it. And because it's so much money, you have no way of saying no. You're right, man. If he says to the school, do this, it's jump. When I say jump, the Texas Tech as a school, as an institution says, how high, Mr. Campbell? Because if we upset you, then we don't get your millions of dollars that funds our football program. It's sick. It's a whole nother conversation. But I heard that quote this morning and I went,
yeah, shut up, man. All right. Did you see this probably a week ago from ABC?
I did see this from
ABC
CBS.
Sports.
How's
this guy
tweet that, by the way, Gary?
Yeah. This is nationally. I mean, it's whatever. It's this guy's opinion, but it was under the title of was it ABC Sports? Is that what it says?
CBS.
Rather CBS. And he you can look it up, but he ranked the quarterback rooms, not the top quarterback, but the quarterback rooms, at least what he saw as in the entire nation.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Utah ranked number 3. I can't remember the other order per se, but
still, man,
why not, man? We got 2 great quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
Did you hear what Damp said about Ficklin today?
About who?
About Bird. He said basically they're going to use him in every single position on offensively.
I didn't hear that.
I love that.
He basically said, like, in this new offense, is they're going to use Bird, quarterback, running back, receiver. He called him just a true athlete is the way that they're going to use him. And they should. I mean, the guy is. We go back and watch last year. Was it Baylor, where he just is unbelievable? He's an unbelievable athlete. You got to get guys like that on the field. Got to keep them healthy.
Well, I think we went into last season thinking we were going to do that with Nate Johnson, and it didn't.
I know
it didn't come to fruition really last year, but I love when we are going to be creative with guys like that because, yeah, if you have someone who is just athletic, then let's play to their strengths. Let's use them in any way we can. So hopefully that plays out this year.
Well, it's great to have 2 quarterbacks that run very similar styles. Yeah, that's big praise that Utah's even on the radar. Let's be honest, we haven't had a quarterback drafted in however many years it is. Scalley talked about that today. Since what was it, 2013? I think was that the year? I don't remember, but that's a point of emphasis. So I think it's great that they're focusing on that.
Let's see. What do you want to I don't know if you watched this or saw this or not. This was probably a month ago. This interview with Eric Weddle. It was with a Colorado Buffalo podcast, but the guy's main podcast, the guy who does the podcast, the main guy is a friend of Weddle. And anyway, so Weddle was on it and they just started talking about Utah football. Let's play it, see what he has to say. And then your impressions, what you think about what Weddle said.
For everyone that was involved, right? I'm really close with Morgan and we talk often. And obviously I'm close to Coach Witt, and that came out of left field that he wanted to seek that out and make it happen. And I listen, if a guy still wants to coach and is energized and has the opportunity to be at a place like Michigan, like I tip my hat and be like, hey man, good luck, and I'm happy for him. And I think most people are. It just was crazy how it all unfolded, but I think everyone has moved forward, and I am really, really, really ecstatic about the direction of our program and the leadership. I feel like, at times change is needed. A new voice, a new vision. I mean, the Ravens just went through it. Pittsburgh went through it. It happens, and that's okay. It's okay that you're moving in a different direction. And if there ever was a guy that I believed in more, it's Morgan Scalley. Not just who he is, what he stands for, but you can ask anyone in that building right now. Great things are going to happen. So I got high hopes. I got high expectations. I know they do there. I know the leader of that program and the vision that he's setting does as well. So there's no reason why Utah can't win a national championship. And when you talk about it every day and you speak it, it's not something foreign that it was 20 years ago or even 10 years ago. That is the expectation. Now, are we the same funded and resources as other programs? Of course not. We're behind the eight ball, but we've done more with less than most schools anyway. So let's stay who we are, get people that want to be there and be a part of our culture and build from within and see what happens.
That's Wed. I love Weddle, man.
Weddle. What a guy.
What do you think? Any thoughts on what he said?
First,
Well-
can I just say real quick? Hey, Weddle, what are we doing? We're on Colorado Buffalo podcasts.
What? Come here.
Mac McChesney. He knows him really well.
Was that the guy with the sunglasses on?
Yeah. He played
Okay.
for Colorado and he
Make fun of
played
his
for
sunglasses, but
NFL.
looks
He
like
knows.
an enormous human being, so I'm not gonna make.
Oh,
fun of
he's-
He
his
can.
sunglasses.
Weddle can know us really well too. I mean, hello.
Come on,
he can
man.
come
Reach
on
out,
this.
Bryn.
He can come on this podcast. But one of the things that stood out to me is how many times he said we and our team and we've
cool.
got this. Like, he very much talks about Utah football as he is still a part of it, and he's a
He
big
loves
part of
Utah
it. And
football still.
I like that because I mean, he's not on the coaching staff. He's a former player, but he said we a lot. I mean, the things he said, we're not going to rehash all the Whittingham stuff because that's
No,
in
I
the
thought
past.
that
and-
wasn't the point of that.
and we've talked about it, but I like hearing, perspective like that. But yeah, the national championship comments are interesting because Scalley has said the same thing, that we can win it here at Utah. And it is definitely something that we've not put out there publicly before. So it's kind of a new concept to me. I don't know quite how to wrap my head around it.
For me, it's his relationship with Morgan Scalley is so deep, right? These guys have known each other for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they
They're
played together.
tight.
If you don't know the relationship between Morgan Scalley and Eric Weddle, there's plenty of podcasts and things that Weddle's been on. He talks about it. I mean, Weddle talks about how he owes so much of his life and the way he is now and his professional career and success and all of these things to Morgan Scalley and the way that he worked as a player and now as he works as a coach. He loves Scalley, and it excites me just the way he talks about him. They've got such a good relationship that it's cool. It's exciting. I think it's wonderful.
Let
And
me
who doesn't
throw
love
one
Weddle?
king
It's freaking
into
Eric
it.
Weddle. Who doesn't love the guy?
Well, he made some comments about
Underwood.
at Michigan.
he
So
said
he's
it-
got a few people that don't like him anymore.
When he
Hey,
said it, I think
Weddle's
you
a
and I
straight
texted,
shooter, man. He's a Hall of Famer.
and it was like, well, get
took
ready
it,
for the
though.
Michigan mob, buddy.
But it was on this podcast, by the way. It was in that they were talking. The
Yeah.
same podcast. But
Anyway,
here's the one. The only thing I still wonder. He talked about those guys who wanted to be there at Utah. Okay, of course you do. You want every school, I think, wants that. And we build within because we've done it in the past and all that concept. And then at the same time saying, we don't have the same money. But the problem is, man, money does rule now. Because the guys who you come in and the reality is the guys we bring in is that they develop and they get talented. They're going to want more money. And if you're not going to provide more money, they're gone.
Yeah.
So that is a key factor. And you're not going to win. I don't think you're going to win big if you're going to rely on high school recruits and younger guys, because other teams are with more money or whatever. Older guys, you're going to get beat. So I agree with him, but at some point you have to be in that money game. When you talk national championship, you have to be in the money game to be able to get enough of the big players if we're going to win it. That's all
to keep your players, to keep your best players, you have to have the money. It's always been a situation where Utah has, like you said, done more with less, right? Utah's always been that school that goes and gets Weddle himself is a perfect example. The 0-star guy, the 1-star guy, develops him into an NFL talent. That's always been Utah's mantra, and that's what we stood on. The problem is now is when you get a guy like that, you can't do it, because the second that he gets on the radar, you have these big money schools that will come and take him if you can't at least be competitive. So it's money rules everything, and it rules college football right now, and there's no question about it.
Okay. Let me roll this. So Joel Klatt, this was from a few weeks ago. He gave his, preseason poll. He may have changed it a little bit. That's really not the point. The point is some of the things he said about Utah. Again, just what you think about his statements on Utah.
One that's normally higher, and I'm just going to bet on the fact that the guy taking over is going to keep some semblance of continuity, even though there's a lot of guys leaving and missing from their last regime. It's Utah. Again, Utah, you guys know, I've always been in love with Utah, and I've always put them higher than this, but they're going to be at 23. It's a new era in Salt Lake, obviously, with Morgan Scalley taking over as the head coach. And he's got to replace basically the entire offensive coaching staff that went with Kyle Whittingham to Michigan. Now, they still have their quarterback, Devin Dampier. They still have Wayshawn Parker as their running back, but they've got to replace their offensive line. And they had 2 first-round picks on that offensive line. So that's just not going to be easy. Their backup quarterback, Bird Ficklin, he's still around. He showed some dynamic ability with his legs last year. And Scalley knows how to produce on the defensive side. He's been their coordinator on that side for a long time. They've always played good defense, and they bring back most of their secondary. So they still are inside of my top 25. Even with all that turnover, they fall at 23. Now, another big.
Nothing earth-shattering. Any thoughts?
Spot on.
You kind of talked about those things.
It's exactly my thoughts too. The defense, I think the defense is going to be the defense. It's the offense. I think that the offensive coordinator, we did obviously lose talent, and then it's that O-line. But man, Jordan Gross as the offensive coordinator the O-line coach is exciting. I mean, it seems like he's doing a great job. But yeah, everything he said, I agree with. Honestly, quite frankly, I think putting Utah at 23, kind of in that 20 to 25 range to start the season, is extremely fair. There's so many questions about our program right now. It's going to take a few weeks to really see it. It's kind of where I'd put us right now too.
But I think even having us at 23, that shows immense respect for the program as a whole, because we do have a lot of unknowns. Everything he listed there is unknown. And so to even have us in his top 25, I think that we should be happy with that. And I know some people are going to probably be mad that we're not higher and things like that, but I think it shows huge respect to Utah football as a program to even have us on the list, because of what we're coming with a whole new coaching staff, whole new team, all of that. So
yeah, I mean, think about it. Any other school, right? Most other programs, if you were to take away the head coach, the entire offensive, and a lot of the defensive coaching staff, and you're replacing them with a whole bunch of different pieces, some internal, some external, you're likely not going to be in Joel Klatt's top 25 a month and a half before the season. So you're right, Bryn. I agree.
Okay, so let's throw another one out. What you think on it? This is from Josh Pate. So this is actually from a podcast he did, I think, a month ago, when he gave his top 25, the same thing. He has modified it. I saw it the other night. He's modified the numbers, but he didn't change Utah's place. He put us at 19 on his.
Wow.
And these are his reasons.
Again, sometimes that's bad. And it's really one of two ways you can look at this. You could say, boy, Utah lost Kyle Whittingham. He left him for Michigan, but that's not what happened. Utah got coaching transition by choice. And so, look, Michigan thought Kyle Whittingham was plenty good enough to be the head coach there, but that's beside the point as it relates to Utah. Utah's in the position that they want to be in.
Yep.
Well, at least from a coaching perspective. Last year, they were number 2 in the country rushing. They were 82nd in the country passing. And so I've got to think, and I've got to kind of bank on Devin.
I'm going to stop that right there. Can you believe those numbers?
No.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. How is that
rushing?
possible?
Number 2 rushing team in the entire country last year.
How did we not know that?
I did actually know
I mean,
that.
I knew it at the time, but I don't know, man. Maybe I forgot.
Yeah.
We were dynamic.
Jeez.
And that's
offensively.
But keep in mind, that's with a quarterback who with a sports hernia and a jacked up ankle who is a runner.
Yeah. All right.
Ampere growth this year. I've got to bank on a little bit more balanced offensive approach this year. Lost some big-time offensive line pieces to the draft, but I trust Utah to at least be in that 15 to 20 range of serviceable there to start the season. I'm putting Houston.
Wow.
There you
That's
go.
a lot of respect right there.
That
It
actually,
is.
that shocks me even more because typically Pate, he likes Utah, but Joel Klatt has always had immense respect for Utah and always has good things to say about Utah. But Pate kind of,
Yeah,
he's
it's
not
the
quite
same.
on that same level. And so for him to put us even higher, wow, I'm a little surprised there. That's great though.
Yeah, Mark Jackman, respect. I think that's what it is. I think people are just waiting to see what happens, but they still respect the program. They still respect the culture of Utah, and they know that Scalley is a Utah guy. He was, trained. He's been here forever, played here. He trained under Witt. He's not changing everything, but he's going to bring this vision. And my understanding is, and I haven't not thoroughly schooled in it, but our new OC McGivern, he's still under the tree of our offensive coordinator of last year. They're similar.
I hope so.
And but I think they're going to try to do more balance. But when I was listening to Scalley, I mean, he was talking about the interesting thing when I was listening to Scalley today at Media Day was he goes into the offensive room and talks with McGivern and comes from the perspective of the defensive coordinator and say, this is what makes it, this is how you beat me. This is what we find difficult to do. And so I think they're trying to look outside the box is the way they said it. To me, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And it's a wait and see. But I believe our offense is still going to be very dynamic going forward.
The playmakers are there. Returning your quarterback, your running back, that definitely helps. I was honestly for the sorry, the fact Pate had Texas Tech at 16. That's more of a storyline to me than having Utah at 19.
That's true. Well, and
now, I
it
don't
sounds
know,
like maybe he's modified it a little bit since then.
Modified it, but I can't remember where Tech is now on his list, and because that
while
was
we
part of
talk.
Sorsby.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, but did it get better? Did they go from 16 with Sorsby to 12?
I don't know. That's something we got to look at, man.
or worse. Look it up, James.
I'm looking.
I mean,
it up.
I will
go-
say I do miss at Media Days doing the preseason poll. I think these polls, they're whatever, and everybody's kind of
Everyone
guessing
knows
and
what
whatever.
they are. We don't
But
know.
I kind of miss at Media Days where, and again, it was all just the media guys that would give their votes, but at least it was something tangible to come out of Media Days of the Big 12 media preseason poll. I don't know. Maybe we will do our own. The Utah football fans preseason.
Well, number one's Utah.
Big
There's
12.
no question about
Well,
that.
yeah,
I can
I
tell
mean,
you who's
number
going to be
one-
number 16. And then we'll
Yeah.
figure out everyone in between.
We'll be
He's got- okay,
unbiased.
so I found it.
Totally.
What is it?
That is interesting. He moved Texas Tech up to 12 now
Wow.
After
He's got-
Sorsby.
after the Sorsby. So this, I believe this was, what is this? July 1st. So last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Shoot.
So he's got just kind of a couple of highlights on here that
Is
are
this
of
Pate?
note. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Bama at 11, Texas Tech 12. He's got Michigan at 16. He did keep us at 19. And his number one is Texas, followed by Notre Dame, and he still has Indiana at 3, and then Oregon. So
Notre Dame. Ugh.
I know. So that's
Oh,
interesting.
He's
well.
supposed to be pretty good, man.
But okay, so I kind of eat my words a little bit, but still.
That's fine. Before I know we're wrapping up here and we'll get out of here, but we have to talk about the other football before we leave. The other
You mean the NHL playoffs?
Before you do that, let me just show this.
that one.
Did you see the Madden cover for this year?
No.
Caleb?
What
That's the new
the-
Madden cover.
You have to
I wonder what
explain
career mode is on this.
career mode.
Rabel
got-
and Rossini? That's perfect, man.
The
You know what?
infidelity
That's
edition.
the gold
Oh
edition.
my gosh. Infidelity edition.
You have to explain to people who are just listening
No,
to
I don't
this.
have to explain anything. If you don't know what that, why they're on it, then that's your problem. All right,
Well, no,
Bryn.
there's people that listen to our podcast and don't watch it on YouTube.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Call. Okay, get that off my screen.
James
I
will
don't
get
even
it.
want to
The
see
Madden
that.
27.
No. Okay, we are going to, of course, talk about the World Cup that's been going on. And you two soccer cynics over here, you've enjoyed it.
Bryn,
Admit it,
Bryn.
you've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
well,
I've been
James,
entertained.
I played
mostly.
soccer for 20 years of my life.
I'll
so
take you
I'm
out
a
of that, James, because
soccer-
at least James, you'll watch the games live.
Yeah.
Every time I text Gary, I'm like, "Are you watching this game?" He's like, "No." Gary likes to sit down at night and watch the little 15-minute recaps of
I
all
get-
the games.
I'm on. It's genius, especially the first like
Well, yeah,
the
Yeah.
group stage. That's perfect. But there
Okay.
have been some games.
but
Bryn and I were
now,
texting yesterday.
I
the
prefer hockey
Argentina
too,
game.
Utah man. Myth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk hockey.
no. We're going to talk the World Cup because it's been very exciting. It's been so fun to watch. The USA sucked it up the other night, and now we're out. Which
You were bad.
we
were bad.
we looked horrible.
They look tight. They look like they were.
What Bryn really?
scared.
Come on, Bryn. Just get to what you really want to talk about. Is the guy that you're all excited over? Is the dude from Norway? Go on.
Well, yeah, I'm Team
Everyone's
Norway
excited
all the
about
way.
it.
Of course, we're all Team Norway now because who else are you going to cheer for? And yeah, Holland, I love him. Holland, the dude is a robot. If you're living under a rock if you don't know who he is, if you don't know who I'm talking about, the big blonde Viking dude for Team Norway. And he's so much fun to watch. They play England this weekend.
Yeah,
So-
Saturday, right?
Team
Come on,
Norway
blow-
all
Maybe
all
let's
the way.
go.
Gary, this Holland character, to put it into your world, he's basically Alexander Ovechkin in the aspect where he just stands
I
there.
watched him. I was watching.
He stands there, he stands there, he stands there, he stands there, and then all of a sudden, bang, it's in the back of the net. I mean,
It's so true.
Incredible.
It's so true.
It's perfect.
That's a great comparison because it's so true.
It's Ovi on the power play. He just kind of hangs out. All of a sudden, it's in the back of the net, and he's got 52 goals on the year. That's this guy.
I mean,
I've been
there's been
entertained
some
of the games, no question. I've watched some
Yeah.
of them. I've enjoyed some of them. Some of them's boring as crap. And yeah, I don't like the part of the game where the guys look like they got blown up with a landmine because someone phantom came by with their arm or something. But I've enjoyed some of the games. I mean, the other day I watched the Egypt Argentina game.
That was
That was fun. That was exciting.
Were you
I
actually
wanted Messi to
watching?
win.
yeah. did
Were you watching
watch
that
it?
live?
Yeah.
Oh,
James and I were texting behind your back then because we assumed you were not watching live.
I caught up with it. It
was great. That was incredible.
Anyway, it was a great game.
But
There's been some amazing
incredible
games.
ones, and I'm learning Spanish by watching it because DirecTV and Fox are morons and couldn't get their shiz together. So I'm having to watch every game in Spanish.
You know
so
what?
I don't
though?
understand
No, man.
anything.
Put your antenna up like I finally did.
I finally did that at home, but when I'm at work and I've got it pulled up,
Yeah.
it's in Spanish.
Yeah, but I heard yesterday the Argentina game when Messi scored, the Telemundo announcer guy, I think his voice is gone.
Have
So
you
when
not seen the clip?
I've seen the clip, but like
It's amazing.
when he's trying to say his goal, he like couldn't do it.
Couldn't
His
do it.
voice kept giving out because he's used it so much over the last few weeks.
Egypt didn't get robbed. I'm just telling you, frame.
Egypt
on.
did
no,
get
Egypt
robbed. a
choked.
little.
You're up
They
by
did
choke.
with 10 minutes left.
Chokorama.
That's on
Egypt.
you.
Now they're trying to blame everybody for
Yeah.
whatever. They blew it.
You blew it. That was.
But I will say my heart does belong to Cape Verde. I was cheering for Cape Verde against Argentina. They for sure have been the story of the tournament, but of going forward and always I will cheer for Norway. Now I do have Norwegian roots, so it's not like I'm just pulling this out of nowhere. I am going to cheer.
2%.
I am 6%
Oh,
Norwegian. Thank you very much. That is enough
All right,
for me.
there you
I will
go.
be
I
cheering.
guess that's justified.
It is. I will in Team Norway all the way. It's been so fun to watch. All right. Well, let's get out of here, people. This was fun. Good to see everybody again. Like, love seeing everybody here in the chat. And
It is good. Thanks for joining us.
July always goes by so fast, and then it's going to be August, and then we've got fall camp, and then
and
we are
then
back in
hockey
it.
season is around the corner.
Oh, and hockey
go.
season.
Tusk's
No,
up,
it's
baby.
it's good to
Football
need
season,
to
baby.
have a little break in between, but make sure you're following. Oh,
My flag
James.
fell down.
your flag.
Time to wrap it up.
That means it is time to
What
get out of
happened?
here.
I don't know. The hook broke.
That backing is.
Everything just fell over.
Fell off.
Join us.
Go
We're
Utes.
back.
Make sure
We're
you're
back.
subscribed. Follow along.
Go Utes, baby. Go Utes.